Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much if you're back to watch this, and if you're new, my name is Brianna Banks, and today I'm going to be talking about goals. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wanted to be like, here's 4 things or 5 things that I've done or that can help reach those goals or, you know, overcome those challenges. But I'm kind of just going to do this off the top of my head, some things that, you know, helped me and are helping me that I'm currently learning that I can share with you guys, just so that we can kind of, you know, reach goals together kind of thing. But before we get started in the video, if you could comment, like, share, subscribe to my channel, that would mean so much to me. And yeah, I really appreciate every single one of you who's supported me thus far. So let's get into it. I know we all have these days where sometimes we wake up in the morning and we're like, let's do this. It's gonna be a productive day. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna clean. I'm going to, you know, work on my side hustle, whatever it may be. And then other days, it could be literally the next day after you wake up and you can't stop hitting the snooze button. Sometimes you lay around until you have to go to work or whatever it may be. You skip the gym. Things happen. Your mood swings, and those are completely normal. So do not think that, well, if you don't have these days, then maybe you're the abnormal one, because I think these are pretty normal things that happen. But something that I realized is that it's really important to have small goals, and I'm talking about just a daily goal, which doesn't need to be anything crazy. A daily goal could be just to make sure that you're being present, that you're really taking in everything's around you, or that you're being grateful for the things you have, or even just, I don't know, if something daily you need to do is pick up around your room to make sure that you're a little bit more organized in the long run. And then a weekly goal, and that could be just maybe cutting carbs, or that's honestly a terrible idea. I love carbs. A weekly goal could just be to want to drink more water, or if you're in the health related terms, just eating clean and less desserts. For me, in my sense, less Oreos. Waking up an hour earlier so you can make room for a routine, which brings me into the next part of what I think is important. When you have a routine, you can just jump into it. You know exactly, read off your list or off your phone, whatever it might be, and you can achieve and accomplish everything that you've set for the morning a little bit easier, because you don't have to think about it. It's just there. Something that I want to get into the habit of is incorporating a to-do list in both my nighttime and daytime routine once I get to that point. But like, my first goal is to get a nighttime and daytime routine, or nighttime and morning routine. I think if I could lay in bed at night and either on my phone or on my journal or whatever it may be, and write out a list of what I need to do in the morning, that way when I wake up in the morning, after I've done everything I wrote out last night, I can write out another to-do list of what I need to do throughout my day. So that way, you know, you have more time and you're more productive and able to reach a lot of goals. And like, I'm talking your weekly or daily goals. I'm not saying, you know, these huge goals. And monthly goals could literally just be maybe stop going out to eat multiple times a week, cut it down to just once a week, something like that. Like, alter your finances over the month, something that you can do slowly, take baby steps. I think I got inspired by the first week of April because I realized that you don't need a brand new year to set new goals. Tomorrow is a new day, and you have the ability to change anything you want to change. So for the month of April, with my first YouTube video being uploaded, that just kind of kicked it off for me, because that automatically gave me this huge amount of responsibility to myself and to you guys, because I clearly want you guys to keep coming back and watching my videos. Like, I have to buckle down now. I have to set a bunch of little goals, little habits. If my big goal is my channel to grow, then my little goals are what's important. Whatever I do from now to the growth of my channel, which can be, you know, endless, then I need to make sure that the things that I'm doing in between are really effective. And that's the most important things, I think, personally. I think that something that a lot of us wait for is that motivation to get to the gym, to eat healthy. You will have motivation for maybe a week. I don't even think motivation can last a month. Like, you can feel motivated, but at the end of the day, it comes down to discipline. Like, are you gonna wake up in the morning and get out of bed and go to the gym? Like, if you don't feel motivated, you're gonna be like, no. But if you say, all right, you know, this is something that I need to do in order to get the results that I wanna see. I want you guys to take your goals and crush them. But in order to crush your goals and in order to reach them, you need to make sure that when you're setting them, you're focusing in on little habits that contribute to small goals, daily goals, like I said. Whether it be something that you need to visually see, like a sticky note. I have little sticky notes up on my wall. This one says, you can change the environments, but until you change yourself, nothing else will ever change. And I love this quote because I gave that to myself as an excuse for a really long time. I said, I need to be in my own apartment in the city or LA or somewhere where all the famous YouTube vloggers are. And that's when I'll start my channel, because that's when it'll all work out and make sense. And I was like, no, what needs to change is me. And then the environment around me will change just from my perspective. I also made this huge board and I labeled it my happiness journey, which takes patience and consistency. And it's a bunch of short-term goals. I put school up in this corner. I put finances, being kind to yourself, so self-love, YouTube, health, makeup skills, and being present and forming a routine. After I had just looked at the visual board that I wrote out for myself, it really made me realize and want to tell you guys that whether it just be a quote or it actually is the exact goal that you have, write it down, write it out, and write it multiple places, and make sure you are always coming into contact with this. I should have put it somewhere in my room where I could see it every morning and every night so that I could remember what the main goal is, which is to be happy, be my own happiness, and to live a life that I love, and then to also recenter in on all the short-term goals so each day they're in the back of my head. And I can tell you right now that I wrote this back in November and it's now April, and I didn't look at it quite enough, but none of my short-term goals have changed. And that is blowing my mind. I literally actually just took this out for my video. I need to appreciate each day for what it is. I need to remain focused. I need to relax and decrease my anxiety levels. And remind myself of short-term goals. So I really didn't listen to myself. But now I'm here, it's a new month, there's new opportunities, and there's plenty of, you know, new ways to go about these short-term goals. Because I feel like when you pick the correct short-term goals to focus on, then all you need to do is just do a little bit of, you know, critiquing towards them. One goal that I have is to read more and to really hone in on what I'm reading and making sure that it's informing me and helping me, you know, achieve. Obviously, you can have a book that you want to read for your own enjoyment, but also reading books that can help you achieve goals if that's like what you are focusing on. So specifically for me, I purchased the book The One Thing by Gary Keller. If you chase two rabbits, you will not catch either one. And I put work on self-love every single day, because that's not something that you can just wake up one morning and have. It really doesn't come that easy, especially not with the world we live in. So that is a huge daily goal for me, and I think it should be a daily goal for everybody. I think everybody should work on becoming the best version of them, loving themselves as best as they can, and, you know, not letting anything get in the way of that, because that is so important and it contributes to your overall growth as a person so much. So my overall main goal though, the large goal, is to be happy and love the life I live. And I'm gonna cry because I really haven't looked at this in so long. I'm not gonna let you guys see the waterworks. We're not like close like that yet. So I really hope this all makes sense. I know I didn't intentionally start off with 5 things, but they all came full circle. So I guess number 1, would be to write everything down. Write all of your goals down on sticky notes, on paper, on a goal notebook, or just your planner, whatever it is, on a whiteboard. I don't care. You need to see it every single day. And that leads into the second one. Look over your goals every single day. Read them out loud, and tell them to yourself, and, you know, manifest, speak it into existence, do all that. Number 3 is reading, and read people's success stories. Read like The One Thing, or even just Girl Boss, like there's so many books out there. Just inform yourself. You know, it's always amazing to add more knowledge to your brain. Like, you can't get enough of it, and I don't read enough, and I'd love to read more, so we can read together. And then the 4th one is to adjust your goals. Adjust your goals because you change as a person and you grow, and there's no reason or nobody stopping you from adjusting your goals. It's okay to not take a goal that you set in the beginning of the month into a new month, because they might not be working for you, and you might need to just, you know, you're not changing it, you're just shifting gears, you're changing the direction that you're going with that goal, as long as it still contributes to your main goal. And the 5th one is just reward yourself. Make sure that you are treating yourself for all the little things that you accomplish, because you don't want to keep going day in and day out and then not even realize that you're actually achieving so much more than you could even see because you're overlooking it. Like, so definitely take a step back to be like, okay, am I, you know, working on this and working on myself each and every day? And do I deserve a pat on the back? Do I deserve, you know, my favorite candy? Or do I deserve, you know, to go treat myself? You know, treat yourself. Like, don't ever like, make sure that you acknowledge all the good things that you're doing for yourself as well. And I think that you will easily be able to achieve anything you set your mind to. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it helps. I know that, you know, there's plenty of other videos out there, but I figured in the middle of April, or the beginning of April rather, you know, not too many people are posting videos on goals, because, you know, that's something that you do in the beginning of the year. But, you know, it's a new month, and I achieved a goal not on January 1st, but on April 1st. So new doors are opening, and I want you guys to achieve anything and everything. And I appreciate you so much for all your support and your kind words. And if you loved this video or liked it, like the video, comment, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching.